A world nearly destroyed by a cataclysm, saved by the actions of heroes long gone. A world that has survived, recovered, and even thrived. This is the world of Tyr. Here, the descendants of those heroes and the other survivors of the cataclysm have built great nations, the 8 pillars that support the world. Nearly 1,500 years after the cataclysm, the world is one of relative calm. However, beneath this veneer of peace, great forces move. With every shift and shudder, they threaten to disrupt the delicate balance that keeps the pillars standing. Now, across the world, knowingly or not, people must become heroes, or the pillars will fall and Tyr will be no more. Join us as we follow some of those heroes and see their struggles to keep their world from destruction.
There we go. It just had to think about it. There we go. For some reason, my keyboard is very unhappy, everybody. Hello. This bodes well for the future. I didn't.
We don't have Craig.
That emotion was just the right amount.
We're starting off strong. Real strong start.
Yeah. Yeah. Suddenly I realized I didn't see those bear eyes.
That's just this is about where I feel like this stream's energy is going to be.
Always.
That's fair.
Good.
On,
Craig is
Craig.
declining to join.
Craig.
Already
Craig.
going great. He's had enough of our shit. And
He's like, no.
Craig doesn't want to be here for combat, apparently.
Now recording.
Are you?
Thank you, Craig. Please keep doing that. Seen, heard, lack of Craig. You are correct.
Oh,
Joel.
geez, Galway. Okay, the overlay for a second was all screwed up.
Yeah,
when
it's
Craig's
because
going.
I hadn't hidden on video participants, so Craig was showing up and screwing up the alignment. Yeah. It's fine. Anyway, hi everybody. This is the extremely professional, always runs perfectly on time, and has no technical difficulties stream. Helpful Go presents Tyr Moontree Isle. My name's
4 lies. 4 lies there.
I am built of a myriad. I am built of a myriad of lies, Sam. Because I'm your DM for tonight. My name is Sky Trainer. I am one of the founders of Help Go Gaming, and as I mentioned tonight, I'm the DM. We are a small independent game streaming and game design community. And before we get started, turn things over for player introductions and a recap of last time, which was about a month ago, I believe, because we missed one session, right? So it's 4 weeks. I just have a few quick announcements, which normally don't go incredibly hellaciously wrong. We normally reserve that for the stuff before the announcements, as you've just seen, and the introductions, which is just us saying our names. It does not go well. And also, Chelsea poem. Please do not let me forget. She was kind enough to produce a poem in the midst of moving hell. So, yes, as I mentioned, we are a small independent game design and game content creation community. If you'd like to join that community, the best way to do so is use !Discord in the chat, or check out the link to our Discord in the video description if you're checking this out on YouTube. We have a great community. We do game days, movie nights, hang out, discuss our lives, discuss how we are getting through everything going on. It's a wonderful, loving, supportive community. I really encourage you to come check it out if you are so inclined. Besides that, we stream here on Twitch, twitch.tv/helpfulgoat, and we also have an archive over on YouTube. Just look for Helpful Goat Gaming. We are pushing the button in chat, which is very good. I like that in lieu of me needing to program a chat bot, I have Elise. I have Elise in the internet. So
a scary combination.
Truly terrifying. So you can check us out there for live streams. We stream usually multiple times every week. I'm not entirely sure of what the programming is for next week, which is really bad because I'm the programming director. So that's the kind of shit that I'm supposed to know. I believe Spire is
up in the air.
Yeah, Spire's still up in the air. We will find out.
Spire's canceled.
Yeah, Spire's canceled.
Spire's on hiatus until the 17th.
17th, I believe, is the date.
And then on the 4th,
we have
the first Pride game.
Yes,
which will be DM'd by Andrew.
Yep.
And that one is Be Gay, Do Crimes.
No, that is mine.
That's oh, I'm sorry.
My first one that I'm doing.
Oh,
it's actually I can tell you because I'm in this game. It is Beautiful Space Pirates.
Oh, nice.
That sounds amazing.
So, yes.
Yeah. As Lena in the chat is pointing out to us, we have an entire this year we are doing an entire month of Helpful Goat Gaming celebrates Pride with Helpful Goat Game. She's also yelling at me that I know the dates. I don't know my name half the time. Have you seen intros to this stream? I'm not good at knowing things when it comes to the start of stream. But yes, on the 4th, 9th, 18th, and 26th, we will have special Pride programming. Sam, sorry, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was just going to say a fun queer pirate trivia piece for everyone. The term matey is actually used to describe gay people aboard a ship. So whenever you hear someone refer to someone as matey, it means they're little queer.
Like contemporary sailor talk, or is this like...
This is the original meaning of matey.
Excellent.
Oh, wait, does that mean that there will not be Fates of Rin for the next 2 times that it would be?
Fates of Rin will not be on its normal Fridays. We were going to have been going into season break. The last session of season 2 has gone on walkabout. We'll figure out where it exists. Check back for more. Join that Discord, like I mentioned.
Will be in the ether for a while. So.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. It's cool. We're good. We got this. You can also check out our socials at Helpful Goat on both Twitter and Instagram for updates, and we also have a Facebook page. Joel has entered the chat. So yeah, that's all of those. If you would like to support us, putting on more streaming, support us, doing more special events, special themed content like Pride Month. We also do our all Halloween one-shots through the month of October, things like that. Get us more resources for that. You can use !Coffee, KO-FI, to donate money to support the goats. We'd super appreciate it. We love getting to do this. We'd love to get to do more of it. If you want to support us in a way that also gets you some very snazzy merchandise. You can use !merch in the chat to get a link. There will also be some Helpful Goat Celebrating Pride merch coming out very soon. So you can look forward to that. We'll also be announcing some special donations around that coming up. We have an inaugural artist series that will be coming up pretty soon. And we're also kicking out some Fates of Rin merchandise, which was originally timed with sessions, and then, like I mentioned, some things went on Walkabout, but the most recent piece for that is Stormbringer having been given license to get pretty fucking violent, with art by Monty and layout by me. So please feel free to check those out. Trying to think if there is anything else important. ! Donate. Helpful Goat, if you're new here, we like to emphasize a cause or a community that we think could use more attention and more care. Through the last couple of months, we have been focusing on the organization StopAAPIHate.org, which is focused on tracking hate incidents against and advocating on behalf of legislation for the Asian American and Pacific Islander community. AAPI community has suffered 3,800 hate incidents in the past year alone. These have spiked heavily, of course, with COVID and the racist rhetoric around that. And this has not stopped. Violent incidents are a regular occurrence in AAPI community members' lives, along with microaggressions, discrimination, harassment, etc. In even another example of this, recently in the NFL, a AAPI coach being told by hiring committees that he was the wrong minority, not what they were looking for. So, yeah, if you can, please donate some time, donate some money, donate advocacy, donate your attention, donate just your effort and your care around that. There's both the StopAAPIHate.org organization. There's also a link to an article with lots of local charities that you can reach out to. And as always, if possible, we just encourage you to look for a local list of Asian-owned or AAPI-owned businesses. Spend some of the money you were going to spend anyway with them. It helps strengthen the community, it helps solidify a sense of community and keep resources there. As always, we appreciate that. We appreciate your attention. We appreciate your support for this. We'll be announcing some upcoming charity projects, especially for Pride Month, which will probably focus on the Trevor Project, along with some other charities we've been looking at. So, yeah, I think with that, I will now wrap up all of this and turn it over to introductions and then Chelsea's poem. As I mentioned, my name is Galway. My pronouns are he, him, his. I will be the DM for tonight, and I'm going to pass it over to Chris.
You're starting with me?
Yep.
Oh, I'm excited about this one then. I am Chris. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play Catch. Right? This is Moontree. Yes, I play Catch. His pronouns are he, him, his. And that's all I'm going to say because I will screw up anything else. But then I'm going to go to my power bottom, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I use she, her, hers pronouns, and I play Nero. I'm going to pay attention to everything going on here. I play Nero, and he uses he, him, his. And I'm going to go to my power right. Just Sam.
Sounds like a Mega Man attack.
To be fair, my maiden name was Needleman, so I am a Mega Man villain.
You could just call me your side chick, you know.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, so I am Sam, I am, and I play Dent, the Eldritch Knight's enchanted suit of armor, and we all use he, him, his pronouns. And I'm gonna pass it to my llama, which is actually my next door neighbor, Heather.
All right. Hi, I'm Heather. I play Ressa. My pronouns are she, her, hers, as are Ressa's. And Ressa is a dwarven cleric of the forge and is ready to do some battle tonight. Now I'm gonna go up to Elise.
Hello. Hello, it's me. My name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I play Minnow, the human rogue, whose pronouns are she, her, hers. And this is me, Galway, my side chick.
That's fair.
Is that? It feels so different when it's the DM. It's like
No. I just enjoyed the like running just like power bottom side chick,
Yeah.
like to my llama, and I'm like, what did I miss?
Well,
When
it is
did
a
this?
very phallic llama.
Yes, I
Galway.
know.
Have you seen this llama?
It was just funny because I'm
wait
like,
a
when did what?
When did
Is
Heather become his llama?
Sam's llama?
So is it finding something in my environment that is in the same direction? So my plant,
Sam would have
So does
been
that
my
mean
my
my-
humidifier, Galway.
Does that mean my pronouns now have to be tree trim?
Yes.
Yeah.
For that joke, go check out the VODs on YouTube. Yeah, so would anyone like to read Chelsea's poem?
I had it, but then it kept scrolling.
Yeah, I can't get back to it.
I've got it. I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh God, the creepy music is back. And were you ready for that to be the start of the poem? Because oh God felt like it just came from my soul. I've had a long day. I worked overtime. I got home. Okay, here we go.
Part of the poem?
Yeah.
Really more of a
God.
free verse.
Yeah, this is way more free verse than Chelsea usually does. Okay.
Would you guys like to respect the poem or not? What is wrong with me? I'm sorry. We're gonna try harder now. Everybody take a deep breath. Okay, I'm ready. Oh God, the creepy music is back, and the freaky spider girl has made her horrifying return. Kill it with fire. Dracon their plans and everything they have need to feel the burn. And everything they have need to feel the burn. So much rich lore uncovered and theories crafted to no end, weaved images beyond mind-blowing levels this campaign continues to transcend. Screams into the tier time void. What does all of this mean? Anyway, welcome back. Much love, tier crew. You are heard and seen.
Thank you so much,
That was
Chelsea.
amazing, Chelsea.
I love how Chelsea's poems do like a better job of a recap than we often do.
Also, this poem really spoke to me in so many ways, but especially about how I feel about this where we are, like with the what does it all mean feelings, like very good.
Yeah, so with the poem as that very solid scaffolding to build from, we'd like to go over what happened last time.
Do you want the
She
4.5
found us.
pages or the Spark Notes?
How
How about just she found us?
This notes. Yes.
I want the play-by-play every second
How about
happened
only
as it
the
happened.
parts? How about only the parts that are in the that are just thoroughly conspiracy guesses?
I think
like-
Rika had something to say.
All the stuff where I'm just like, but wait, we have to write all these like extra notes. These are the ones that are, that go sideways on the wrong side of the page. They're the ones that are really great. And then the last one, the most important one, the nanodrider is back.
Mm.
Is it tracking Dent? The 4.0 connection. But we did. Well, since Lena demanded it, I'll start with. No, we did start with being in a car and talking. And Nero was explaining about the tree trying to talk to him, the big tree. That's
Wait,
where we
was the
started last
one
session.
where I had Dance for the Echidna?
No, that was the one before.
Oh,
So the one
okay.
before you had
Oh, that was a different
Sing.
card thing. because
sing,
we-
Dirk, sing for the echidna.
Yeah, no, yeah.
More of Nero unintentionally creepy.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, so Nero explained a lot about the tree, the big tree, talking to like what it was like to be kind of half consumed by a tree. Dent remembered the city and the doors when Nero mentioned the doors are still closed, connected it to Ned's own fragmented memories. Ketch brought up the theory that the tree is the rock, and Nero and Minnow agreed. I think we all kind of agree that there's a very clear connection between the tree and the rock. At our time, the tree is dormant / shackled was what we kind of came to. I think Galway helped us kind of piece together some of the timelining of that. We talked to Dylan about a lot of this stuff. What's particularly interesting from that is that there is no record of anything pre-cataclysm, just like there is no record of anything pre-blossoming. And so this was one particularly interesting kind of parallel between the cataclysm and the blossoming, and also helps to kind of explain / bring up more questions about like why the past doesn't seem to exist before the blossoming or the cataclysm, as well as where are we in the timeline? Did the cataclysm erase all of this stuff, or did the blossoming erase all of that stuff? Kind of stuff. Good, lots of word stuff there. Ketch Googled stuff about the Aboleth.
Oh, more stuff.
More stuff.
Sorry.
That's good. This is all you're gonna do now is me saying stuff. I'll try not to. Ketch Googled the Aboleth, but without its name, because we didn't actually know its name. It may not be an Aboleth. I think that's just what we started calling it. Gets a cryptid blog. We found out that it's functionally immortal, and it reproduces. Its reproduction produces like a continuous sense of self that kind of collects stories. And the orbs, there's not enough. These are not the orbs we were looking for. Is what I wrote in my notes. And Ressa thinks about the tree, and it's not runes, it's not carved, it's a bark pattern, which is what the rock had, which is kind of how we came to that conclusion. Did you cast identify on something? I have the word identify in my notes.
I don't have my notes since I'm not at home. I have no notes.
It says, what is affecting her like a spell?
That was because her arm started turning into a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's okay.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
And I cast remove curse, and it stopped spreading.
Yes, the pattern withdraws, but it's not like gone completely.
But we were told that Wise Man might be able to help with the curse, possibly.
Yes. Ed did try to understand the effect on Ressa, which triggered some kind of memory, but it wasn't just a memory. Like, it was described as Ed thinks that Ed is actually there again, kind of thing, or like a more flashbacky, which is Ed in a being which is not Dent, but maybe Dent. That's what my notes say. On the plaza with the tree, the pattern. Also, I've started writing tree in all caps to differentiate it from other trees in my notes.
Why?
So the pattern seeps into the stones of the plaza were needed at the walls. That's as much as I have from that.
One question before we get on to what happened next in the story, that I had for Galway regarding this. How far time-wise are we from the blossoming that in Moontree Isle? Like, is it the same amount of distance that we were there from the cataclysm?
No, you are further ahead. You are almost, you're a bit over 3,000 years after blossoming. This is, I think, 3327 AB. I don't remember the dates off of the exact top of my head. And you're in, like, 1647 AC in Moontree Isle. Which is very confusing to say because this is all Moontree Isle, but you see what I mean. Moontree City, where you are right now, is about twice as far on from the event that they are marking time from than you are.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Do we want to keep going through my notes? Is this what we're doing? Are we happy? Should I
like that
things?
Well,
Wait, what page are you on?
This is we're a little under halfway through.
I mean, I think we could just hit on what we discussed in the channel.
I'm here for it because I'm gonna go get a cookie. So you keep
So then we
going.
end up with the wise man, who is the leader of Paragon, which is the resistance organization that Asana, aka
Drift,
drift. I was gonna say speed. That's not right.
And Wise Man is the Moontree City sort of leader. So Moontree City / this region was kind of what was phrased. So they're not the overall.
I see now that I do have the word a leader of Paragon, not the leader of but yes, that is a good distinction. They fight back against the corpse. They are a resistance intelligence gatherer, good at getting info. The corpse don't want other people to know. We found out the CEO of Drakon is a gold dragon named Jareth. Okay.
He wears fancy
And we had
clothes.
a lot of thoughts about Jareth's
With
clothing
ties.
and sex appeal.
All I can think of is Jareth the Goblin King.
Yes, that's. Mhm.
Okay, then they began experimenting. Drakon began experimenting with time 20 years ago. They weaponized it into the idea of assassinating people via time travel. They show us 12 total files. 10 out of the 12 of them are dead or vanished. And these were the people who were part of that team, the research team. Is this a brownie? It's a cookie. Okay.
It's the
I
burger
can't hear you.
cookie.
Still muted. I finished the brownies like 4
Okay,
days
fair,
ago.
fair.
These are cookies that Sam sent that everybody who lives in Colorado has waiting for them when I get around to it. Continue.
Like me?
No, I ate yours.
Okay, well, I know where
Rachel's
you
like,
live.
nope, this is the last one.
This is
I'm gonna
Mary's
come
cookie.
over with a care package and not say anything about the cookies. Okay, so there were 12 people, 10 out of the 12 of them are dead or vanished. They figure out how to time travel. There's some specifics about time travel, and then the trees are neutral sites. It's very taboo and forbidden for anyone or the corpse to directly tap into the power of the tree. This is because I think one of us asked about whether or not they would attempt to use the tree to like do a big time travel of some sort, which could tap, which could like use up, because time travel, when it uses a thing, it uses up its mana or something like that. And so my thought was, if we use the tree to funnel a huge time travel project, then do we destroy the tree and cause the cataclysm? But the wise man said that Jareth wouldn't risk his own obliteration, not without being absolutely certain of the other corpse obliteration first. Then
I think Wiseman then had to explain an orbital laser to you all.
that's not my notes.
Yeah, because I just remember what is orbit? I was like, Wiseman, like, shit, right.
Okay. Abriel was sent back 5 years. It was very bad. She came back 5 years older, but only 5 minutes later, and it was just shit. There was all sorts of problems with that. There are temporal breaks indicated by that cracking noise, which we've heard when Dellen was saved by Dent before we time traveled. And there are 3 things we need to do in order to use the tech to send ourselves to our own time: disable comms power on the Drakon grid, extract data to allow access codes, and then the codes must be accessed separately. And then we can go to a lab to transport us to our proper time. The wise man is helping us because reality is breaking, and then they reveal that they are in fact Melathanla Olaneros, who is the director of the time travel group. And she feels a lot of sorrow about Abriel and regret, and she hates Drakon. And then the nanodrider busted through a wall. And my last note is it tracking Dent? The 4-0 connection. We are now caught up.
Very good. Yeah. I also want to people will see it when we click over to the map, but the last roll was Elise rolling insight as this has sort of happened, and in what is the most perfect example of the dice just reflecting what the player and the character had gotten to, getting a crit hit for insight on trying to figure out what Wise Man / Melathanla's deal was. And I'm like, yes, you've gotten all of this. With this, with that crit, also a couple things happened. You were very sort of keyed in to Melathanla. You got that feeling of beyond just, oh, hey, the world is potentially breaking, or large scale sort of idealistic or sort of values based opposition. There is a seething personal hate that this figure has, and also a desire to atone in some way, and that actually reassured Minnow. These were motivations that Minnow was like, I get this person now. That makes sense to me. It also caused you to notice and sort of not even quite shout a warning, but at least react some to the ceiling cracking and the wall cracking, as 3 large mechs drop into the room. Literally, they are large creatures, and a nanodrider has kicked down the door. That I'm actually gonna transfer it over so that people can see the scene. That reaction also, importantly, though it may not seem like enough, that much, gave Melathanla enough time to put her mask back on. As she saw you react, she sort of pulled her mask back up. And now, because I promised everybody some creepy music. Now with the door sort of shattered off of its hinges, thick concrete cracked and corroded, you see standing in the doorway a somewhat familiar shape of what appears to be a young girl attached to massive mechanical spider legs, sort of spidery mandibles having torn at the side of her mouth. And you see here, found you. And with that, let's roll some initiative.
I'm good.
Time to fight some things.
So the other above the table, the critical success, remember to click on your token and then click initiative. The other thing that
I love my initiative.
that Minnow's roll and apparently heroic sacrifice in rolling a 7 did for you all was prevented you all from only getting getting a surprise round off on you. I'd answer this question because we were talking about this mechanically. The opposing forces are going to have a bonus to their initiative because they're essentially dropping in to execute a plan, but they do not have advantage or anything like that. Then I just should have pre-rolled some NPCs, but I didn't.
I did roll for the hawk, but for Finch, I should say, but it doesn't count as an initiative roll, so... What? Apparently, I thought that I rolled the 12, but I guess I rolled a 5. It showed the 12.
We all rolled pretty bad, except for Heather.
Yeah, and I'm trying to... Oh, what Ressa's do?
Okay, I'm glad Ressa rolled
we all
well.
rolled terribly, except for Ressa.
Yes.
I mean, cleric's rolling well, and when no one else does, not always the best.
Yeah,
You know.
and I never roll well on initiative. I'm always like last, way at the bottom.
Oh, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be fine.
Fine. This is gonna go so well.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, just so Ketch and Chris fully understand what we're looking at here, the spider girl is coming in through a door.
She is coming in through the door that you used.
Okay.
This one?
And then those other 3 that are on the map fell in from the ceiling?
Yes. Because
Kool-Aid
you were sort
Man.
of in like a sub basement and you'd been working your way through, so they sort of smashed in from the top.
Do we have any
Oh,
idea what's
yeah.
above us?
Not really. The buildings that you got into to go through this, like one was apparently something like an apartment block, but that was a lot of horizontal distance ago. Like you've gone up and down, but also through sort of long hallways. So you would suspect, based on the amount you'd move, I would say even without rolling, you could be in a different building at this point. Like you might have gone through an underground passage and come up in another building. Okay, I think I have finally rolled everybody, but does Hawkchild does not have a marker, but does need a 5.
I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I get that.
None of this is good.
How many of us have under 10 initiative?
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of you plus 2 of your NPC allies. Oh, Jesus, Wise Man rolled real bad. That's going to be interesting. Okay.
Great start.
So let's, as much as I do very much love Come Play With Me, the very creepy number by Kevin MacLeod, let's get something a little more combat-y.
Harmful or fatal?
Harmful
We're
or
about
fatal.
to find out.
First in the turn initiative will be the Nano Drider, who you can see smiling, which is horrifying in this kind of ruined semi-mechanical mandible mouth. And you're gonna
Semi-mechanical mandible. That's a mouthful.
You're gonna
literally.
see her focus for a second, and floating up from her legs is almost what looks like a very fine mist that then solidifies into what look like small sort of small pyramids, and those are now swirling around her in about a 15-foot radius.
Wait.
I forget, is there a quick way to mark a radius on a character?
You can draw like a circle.
On their little settings thing?
Mm-hmm.
Can't you do it from that one?
Yeah, I think. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
She's
poke
awfully
Laura.
close. I don't like how close she is right
So
now.
there's that 15-foot
Please
radius.
just- It's like
Oh, we can't see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. At the very least, I can. It would be all of you except for Finch. Let me see if I can make other people able to see that. But Jesus, that's good. That's. Oh, there we go. Player permissions can see it. Save settings.
Oh, that's a big radius.
15-foot radii is no joke. Next up will be good old Dellen, who is 100% not equipped for this. Dellen
any
is
of us
going
are
to make a
equipped for
wisdom
it.
saving throw.
Dellen the Wise. Dellen the Wise. Dellen the Wise.
Yeah.
22.
Ooh, okay.
What is Whisperer in Darkness?
It's because of the image that I wanted for Dellen was tied to that, and I never renamed the token. It's not actually his main stat block. I just ended up with like a
Elise
mismatch.
was like, excuse me, are we finding out something about Dellen right
I know.
now?
I
You
was
didn't
just
want
like,
us to know?
what a badass name for Dellen, who's like, oh, please don't know.
So Dellen's only going to take half of 20.
No.
It's not good. Dylan's gonna sort of skitter over back behind this statue, realize that this has put him directly in line with this large mech, be like, and you're gonna see him cast a firebolt. Oh, Dylan, precious child, do better. He didn't do much.
The song is
Ressa,
called Harmful or Fatal, but we know it's fatal to Dylan.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Uh, 21,
Is
very
it
good. Take 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Half damage on save.
Yep.
Holy shit. This is gonna end so badly.
Oh, geez, yeah. I'm scared.
Your speed is currently halved.
Roll 20.
Okay.
Even on a save?
Yeah.
Can't run.
I forgot,
far
actually, he could only get to there.
anyway. Can't run so far.
Who has freedom of movement? It's a good fucking spell.
I don't think. Oh, I don't have a spell. Yeah, no.
Oh, my go?
It's your turn.
Zoe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was asking. I'm sorry.
Saves are going to be
deep in thought.
proccing at the beginning of your turn. So everybody's going to
Okay.
get a chance to partake.
I will be casting Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
You want me to
Wait,
pop it in the
Ressa,
chat?
Critical success on her initiative, and she still didn't go first.
So did the Nano Drider.
Fuck me. Ugh.
Jesus.
Like that only just like hit my head now. I was like, wait a second.
Huh.
Okay,
Funny you
so-
should cast that spell that has a 15-foot
Yeah.
radius and halves movement speed.
Funny, huh?
Spirit
Sorry.
Guardian.
Did you want me to pop it in the chat?
You did.
You did it there.
Did I?
Yep.
Oh. I'm clicking and I don't even realize I'm clicking. All right. So basically, what you see now is I have these spirit warhammers flying around, and they are gonna take on these pyramids.
I'm going to assume,
Eventually.
just go ahead and assume that you're designating all of your party wise men,
Oh,
and Asana
absolutely.
is not affected by this.
Absolutely. Is my 15-foot radius smaller than her 15-foot radius?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he's bigger.
because she's bigger.
Oh, like she actually takes up more space, so it goes out a little bit further.
Uh-huh. Got it. Okay.
Because I don't think it takes just from like the center of your core, but from the outside of your token.
Right. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had assumed it was from the center of the core.
Right.
So nothing's gonna happen until the Nano Drider's next turn, that I can tell by this.
Yep.
Wait, is it when they enter or start their
When
turn?
they enter or start their turn.
So enter.
so that
counts
would be
when you
entering.
Cast, yeah.
Enter does not check from cast, because otherwise it would double ping. She would. It's lit because it would also then be when starting turn.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where it's the same thing as like if you knock
Well,
someone.
it's not a double ping because it's like it starts on her, like when you cast. Oh, you mean like on a round?
Yeah, in terms of a round, it would get it when you cast it, and then when you started your turn, because you've never had an opportunity to move. So the on the start of the turn is to reward people who either ignore it and keep closing in, or like sort of both Ressa and the Nano Drider did, moving in and novaing it. Otherwise, you all would have taken it when the Nano Drider moved in, and then taken it again on your turn. Anything else, Ressa?
This is a table, isn't it?
Yes.
Right there. And if I move back, I'm going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yes,
I'm not moving.
it's
I'll
fair.
stay right where and yeah, that's going to be it for now. I think,
Ka-chunk.
unless wait, 1 second.
Not Ka-chunk.
I'm so sorry. I am so out
Unka-chunk.
of.
You're good.
I am so out of.
Bear with us, everybody. We are getting back into combats.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I can't. I'm not going to do that because this is a concentration. So
Ka-chunk.
I'm good.
I read Ka-chunk.
Pikachu.
Nero, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good, thanks.
And yet,
Your con like
Oh.
-1.
Sure is.
Jesus.
so as this thing has stepped
11.
towards you, a wire whips out of like that central array of eyes that it has, and essentially locks in towards where your data port is. You kind
Towards
of
where,
Cut out.
towards where there,
I said it
towards
locks
where
to where
there
I
what
did
is?
my-
His what?
Can people hear me? Sorry, Roll20 is giving me a warning that I'm being disconnected.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
always
Data
giving
port.
The perfect cutout was just when you
Yeah.
started to say data port. It was like where your
His
dick
dick.
is.
I
Fair.
was like, oh my, it latched onto your dick. Oh.
I'm like, oh, this is intense. What the hell?
Oh wait, I get that notification from Roll20 all the time.
Oh, Jesus, that was too funny. Poor Nero's dick. He's got a wire in it.
However, an 11,
Invasive catheters.
an 11 saves.
Oh my god, it does.
You do, however, feel your limbs go numb for just a second before you shake it off.
Oh god. I'm terrified.
Shake it off. Shake it off, Nero.
I know, I just can't stop imagining this attack. Let me just shake it off real quick.
Nero,
How emotional.
Sorry. Okay, I'm good.
I don't think an 8 hits you.
Me? No.
Does a 16?
No, now that I have the thingy-mabobber, the helmet. I'm 17.
So 15 doesn't.
No. Yay.
But an 18 does.
No. Yeah, it does.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Man, I'm at 29 because I'm me.
And a crit hit 24 will. For 12. Essentially, this thing has walked up and pulls its arm back and then just begins repeatedly punching you in the face.
I'm at 13 hit points already. Oh, Jesus. At least my dick's okay.
Dent. 22 hits you, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
8 bludgeoning,
Barely.
6 bludgeoning.
Wait, nothing is.
I think my dog is harassing my neighbor.
Does a 20 hit you, Dent?
Again, just barely. I have 16 armor class right now because I'm in the
Oh, right, you're
stealth
slimmed
mode.
down. 4 more bludgeoning. And then I'm just going to manage Minnow through this as 2 more punches come in. Wow, Jesus. Missed hard on both of those. Okay, so Dent, you took a total of 18 bludgeoning. As that thing came in and punched the ever-loving bejesus out of you. But it is now...
That's the total all of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
But it
had
is
to
now
do
your
some
turn.
clicks.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I just want to say, if it had made all of those hits, I would be dead in one singular round.
It's a good thing I'm so wise. -1. Oh, I'm not still at disadvantaged, are we?
No, you're not at
No.
disadvantage.
Okay.
But a
And
7...
Sam, I don't have my notes with me. You lost 18 out of how many total?
59.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm at 41.
Go ahead and take 20 necrotic damage.
Okay, Dent's gonna die, guys. It's gonna be great.
Holy crap, you just took another 21?
Another 20.
20.
He's at 21.
I'm at 21.
God.
Okay. And now it's my turn. Oh, Dent's suddenly not feeling super well in this very moment. Quick question, Galway. Of the things that are not the Nanodrider, do any of them have weapons, or is it all just hands?
Just hands. Hands for days.
And the Nanodrider also doesn't have hands. Or doesn't have
She has little girl hands.
weapons.
She still has the flamethrower that she had.
And
the
that's attached though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that Sam is just instantly to, what can I rip off and use against them?
Yeah.
How can I Monster Hunter this situation?
Hey, I have 21 hit points. That's more than half of my life in one fell swoop right there.
We're proficient with our machine guns by now, right?
You don't have one! You gave it to Ressa so you'd stop shooting people.
It's back.
But
Galway, as a free action, can I ask Wise Man a question?
Sure.
Is there anyone important above us?
No?
Nero says, how do you qualify the importance of a person here?
There aren't any people above us.
Yeah, okay. Dent's going to, snap out his greatsword, point it towards Big Drider in the middle, because that didn't feel too good. And he's going to cast a good old moonbeam right at him.
Okay.
It's my only concentration spell. Until the spell I'm trying to figure out. It has to make a con save.
Oh.
Sorry, it was gosh, I'm glad Minnow has a criminal contact. I don't think a 9 saves.
No, it takes 2d10 radiant damage. And if it's a shape changer, which we've learned it's not, it would have a hard time today, but it's fine. So it's a 5-foot radius, 4-foot high cylinder centered right on that Nanodrider's
I'd like to point
scalp.
out that if I tried to put this in, there would just be a fucking light show at that point in the middle.
Yep.
Throwing an ambush rave.
And cool. Each of your turns, you can move it 60 feet in a new direction. Great. I already declared it, so I can't make it a 2nd level spell. Damn it. It's fine. Okay, so bada bing bada boom. Now that that's over, I'm gonna action surge and
You probably want to roll the
go
damage.
ham onto the guy right in front of me.
You do probably want to roll the damage.
Oh, I thought you were rolling.
Oh,
the
sorry,
damage.
no.
My apologies.
I tend to let players roll their damage. I'm like,
Yeah.
you do probably want to hurt it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. It takes 11 radiant damage. Oh. And we're gonna go ahead
Holy
and...
shit, Nero, you incredibly lucky son of a bitch.
What happened?
That's a concentration spell.
yes.
Oh, yes! Ha!
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Dent.
Yes.
Okay.
I would have probably
Hashtag
died
wet
before
for
my
Dent.
turn even started. Oh yeah, hashtag wet for Dent. We're all wet for Dent now.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right, and we're gonna
Sure,
action surge, and we're gonna go ahead and use we're gonna rocket sledgehammer this bitch. Because I can do that now. So here goes. I think I'm rolling damage. Oh, motherfucker. It's a 12 hit.
Shockingly,
Okay.
shockingly no.
All right, well, we're gonna extra attack. We're gonna try again.
Fair enough.
Rocket sledgehammer. Come on. The fuck?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say from my previously observed combats that have involved Dent, you were either able to hit things with your weapons or hit things with your spells. It's normally been hit them with your weapons, not with your spells. I might recommend going cantrip heavy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is my movement still halved?
No, that effect is down.
But if I move, I would provoke opportunity attack.
Yes.
Can I move around it without opportunity attack?
Historically, I've ruled no, and I actually switched that over for the Shadowed Path to trying it and seeing how it goes. So I actually will allow that. And that's just as a note for the table. I will allow movement while you stay in engagement range. So I'm now doing this by the book ruling.
Okay. Well, if it would let me, I would put myself right between where Minnow is and this bad boy.
You can't be any more there. It occupies that next square as well. It's in that
So
square.
it occupies this corner.
Well, like the idea is that you can't occupy, like the squares work as like a.
The squares are a handy
like, it's in that
rubric
square.
of if something is in that square is occupied. And so Minnow is in one square, directly
Okay.
adjacent to it is Big Boy.
Okay, all right, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you're pretty
All
much
right.
as defending Minnow as you can get.
Yeah, then this is where I'm gonna be.
Cool.
Good luck.
Nero, who does not need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yay!
Am I
Okay.
not in the turn order? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah,
You sure
Catch rolled
are.
a 10. Yeah, because you rolled a 10, so you should be ahead of me.
But I also.
Oh, it says a 0 on my. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Do you not have an?
It was
Anything
probably
that
just
gets-
roll 20 being fucking weird to Chris,
Roll 20
as per
does
usual.
hate me recently.
We're just gonna do Catch's turn now. Theoretically, it would have come before Dent's, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Okay. Shit. Okay, so the nano drider, is it just standing on all 8 legs currently?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am probably too damn close to try a bow, so I guess I am. Let's going. See, I had something planned out for when it was doing damage, and then now it's not doing the damage, so now I gotta figure out a different thing. But that's who is next? Nero is next. Okay.
Who has already had a combat.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I will just two-handed sword at the nano drider.
Nice.
For precision attack, when I use a superiority die to add to the roll, is that to attack the AC or is that for damage?
That is, I believe, the AC and the damage in the long run.
Okay.
I believe the precision attack, the superiority die gives a boost to the attack roll. And then it
Okay.
specifies that you also add the result.
Okay, so.
Oh no, it's just the roll. Sorry, it doesn't also proc damage. It just makes you more likely.
But that is just for the AC.
Yep.
All right, so I use the maneuver before making the attack roll.
Before or after?
Yes. Does a 16 hit?
It doesn't specify that you can't know that. A 16 does not hit.
Okay. So then I need to roll a d8. Does a 17 hit?
No. You do remember that the Nanodrider was very hard to hit.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, since that didn't work, I will swing at it with my left-handed weapon.
17 does not hit.
It does not hit.
Damn.
Christ, this. Can we just like run away? Is there
Can we
somewhere?
just start the combat over?
I know. Okay. Well, then I will attack again.
Your extra
Because
attack.
I can go right, left, right,
Correct.
right? Okay. God. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I have not hit. Son of a biscuits. All of my, like, superiority attacks are like when you hit a creature. I
Right.
can't hit the damn creature.
It's kind of what I was looking for help with, maneuvers.
Son of a bitch. Okay, can I jump backwards onto the desk that is between us and the wise man?
You would take an attack of opportunity.
Jumping backwards?
Yeah.
I can fully see the stupid spider lady. Okay, then I'm not gonna. I'm gonna spit on her. Is what's gonna happen. I'm just so pissed that I can't hit her. I'm spitting on her, and that's my turn.
That's mean.
Ah.
Fuck off.
That thing spits fire, so I'm a little concerned.
Nero,
He's back.
you're in a dangerous spot.
Sure am, but I need to attack first before I can leave. This is our friend, right? This is Asana, or?
Yes, that is Asana. Wise Man is on the other side of the table, and Dellen has fled to the farthest reaches of the room that he could get to.
I'm gonna hit the lower one first, or I'm
Okay.
gonna attempt to.
16 hits.
Woohoo!
9 bludgeoning.
So much damage. I'm gonna hit the one above it now.
Okay. 20 hits.
Sweet. Yeah, that's right. 7 damage. And then I can move 55 feet. But I'm not going to, because where the
Run
fuck would I
around the
go?
room a couple of times.
I am going to kind of. So this is how far? 35 feet. So because I attacked each one of them,
Yep,
I
yep.
can move away from them without an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna move over here. Is this like a doorway?
It is a doorway, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide in it a bit.
The door
Or
is
can I not open
closed and locked.
Rude.
Very.
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna kind of be over here, maybe a bit more out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Dellen sees you, begins considering lapping you.
So my low HPS fights is a hit and a run. I'm gonna utilize one of my new thingies called oh no, that's an action. Fuck me running.
You are
then
running.
Before I thought that was a bonus action. So I am going to before I run away, I'm gonna try and strike them again, if that's okay.
Sure.
So I'm gonna flurry of blows. So I have
Okay.
to do unarmed strikes for that, I believe.
Yep.
Rude unarmed
Just
strike.
punch these giant metal creatures.
That's right, but I got magical punches, yo. I'm gonna hit 2. I'm gonna do it twice. Well, the first one is for the bottom one. The second one will be for the top, and that'll miss.
So roll me the damage for the first one. With a 16, you hit and do 6 damage.
6 damage, and then there's a crit fail on the other one.
Yeah. Give me a luck die roll.
Oh wait, don't kill Nero.
16. Yeah, so we're gonna rule that you sort of swing, punch, and like go to kick back at the other one, and you essentially just get a little bit too into it. You end up sort of going for a drop kick, missing, and sort of bleh. So you are prone. You can use movement as normal to stand up, 15 feet of movement, because I don't understand why you get penalized for half of your movement when you can run around when you can run around the block
I'm
3
somehow
times.
faster, but right.
You're just slower getting up.
So I'm still gonna then run over here to the doorway.
Yeah. Which you're able to do.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Monks. Movement for days.
And that turn.
Minnow.
Okay, Minnow will first. Bonus action disengage. That's rogue's things.
Yeah.
And because I'm in range, right? That counts as range.
Yep.
Okay. I will back over here and stand next to the wise man. And I will. Do I want to get on the other side of her? I guess I'll stand more like here.
Okay.
And like as a free action, like tell her to follow Nero. Like, please go. And I will pull out my sword and I will try to make these things afeard of me. So let's go.
Those wisdom saves?
It's a 30-foot radius and it is a DC 16 wisdom save. And it's everybody who's hostile, so.
I figured you weren't like, go, follow Nero. Now be afraid of me.
I'll be afraid of me.
Fear me.
What was your DC again?
16.
16? Okay. This
Yeah, sorry,
one.
your mic cut out. So all I heard was teen.
19.
This one is afraid of you. And this one is afraid of you.
Okay, better than nothing. I will have them take the flee action.
Good.
It must spend its turns trying to move as far away from me as it can. It cannot willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It cannot take reactions, and it may only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that tries to prevent it from moving.
Okay. Anything else?
That's a bonus action, I guess. I can't hold movement, can I? That's
No.
not a thing.
You can hold a dash action, but that's it.
Well, I've already taken an action, so.
Mhm. Yeah, sorry. I just meant generally.
Yeah. So then I will, yep, I'm just gonna stay right there.
Okay. Finch.
Finch will disengage.
Finch will make everybody afraid of them with their.
We'll disengage and fly over, also to Wise Man, actually, and get between Wise Man and this thing and just get in this thing's face. Yep. Sorry, Finch.
Was nice knowing ya.
Finch is a sacrificial lamb at the moment.
When did Finch become a lamb?
No.
Wise man.
Rachel is Nero.
30. Wise man is going to begin fiddling with one of the keypads that are along the side of the door. And Nero would notice rapidly seems to be becoming agitated. Like something is not working the way it should.
Why?
Do you need help or?
This should be opening, but I think it might have been damaged when the monstrosities came through the ceiling.
Can I punch it to make it work?
You know, give me another second and then we'll see. Asana is going to 100% shoot the thing. Oh shit, wow. She is super surrounded.
Can I have said, like, as I did the Wavering Menace thing, like, would I know which ones the effect worked on?
Yes.
Could I have told the party? Like, that one and that one, they're taken care of. Focus the others, or leave.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm okay with that. She's just also in range of the Nano Drider. Yeah, she is instead just going to shoot at this one. And the other. Come on, roll 20. Work with me. Good Christ. Okay, yep, it's not Asana's day.
Not any of our days, Galway.
Yes.
Dent broke concentration on a moonbeam that would have killed you, probably. Or not moonbeam, on a spirit. Okay. Drider spellcaster, or Nano Drider's turn. Moonbeam.
Strider needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, has to make it, and if it fails, it takes half as much damage.
I was gonna say, well, wisdom is
Or
for
if it
the
succeeds.
spirit guardians. I think dexterity for.
No, it's con. It's
Con.
con.
Okay, and those are both start of turn.
Whoa, wait.
And this one was wisdom. 17 on the wisdom save, 6 on the constitution save.
Fails
the
that
wisdom-
con save, takes a total of 8 radiant damage.
Woo, fuck him up.
It
Oh.
is.
Okay, so it would be half of 17. Since it
Eight.
passed.
Yeah, it passed. So, but still takes 8 damage. So very good. That was 16 damage just from it starting its turn. It doesn't like that you did that. But it also
sure.
doesn't like that Kesh spit on.
Oh.
Catch
Catch is a
doesn't
doer, not a thinker.
does,
Okay.
does an 18 hit your AC, Catch?
Yes.
Okay. Take 5 fire damage and 6 poison damage. As it hits you with its flamethrower. You are now on fire, and you will take damage at
Oh,
the start of
lovely.
your turn.
We all love the smell of burnt cat hair.
Yeah, it's my
Oh.
favorite.
Ressa,
Yes.
I believe a 20 hits you.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, it does.
5
yeah.
fire, 3 poison, and you are now on fire.
Lovely.
And Catch, she's going to try to return the favor.
Oh, son of a
But will
bitch.
miss as she swings down and bites at you. But she will miss with an 8.
Oh.
And you've
Yay.
seen her bite. I believe she bit Minnow and Dellen in the previous fight.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay, Chris, what's your current and total, or current and max HP?
My max HP is 55 and my current is 44.
Okay, thank you.
You have mine, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Going great.
Dellen continues backpedaling and, having seen Nero get hit very hard, attempts to interpose himself between Nero and the other mech and will firebolt. Poor sad man, Dylan. Ressa.
Okay. I am
4 fire
going
damage.
to- Oh,
Also, you needed
Not-
to make 2 concentration saving throws.
2.
One from the flamethrower hitting you, and, well, maybe 2.
Oh, yes.
And 1 now.
Uh,
If you hold it, 1 now.
Wait, concentration?
It's Constitution
Is-
saving throw.
There we go.
14 passes, and then 1 more.
Yay. In a second.
5 does not pass. Spirit
Damn.
Guardian's down.
Oh, damn.
Oh wait, did we learn anything about this Nanodrider's weaknesses or anything like that when we fought it last time? If it's resistant to anything, did that come up at all?
You did, in the sense that everything that you hit it with seemed to work normally.
Okay.
Like you hit it with your staff. I think at one point, people hit it with various spells, people hit it with swords. All of that seemed to be working. It just seemed to be very hard to hit, and the fairly tough little monster girl.
Sure.
But yeah, Ressa, your turn.
Okay. I am going to cast Healing Word on Nero at 2nd level. Okay, so
9 points of healing.
is it the total, the 3 and 6?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put myself out. But because I don't want to be on fire anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, Shaman?
So, like, you're doing what?
I'm going to put myself out.
Ressa's
cannot
just like,
handle anymore.
Walks out through the ruined
Done.
doors.
Love it.
Fucking out. You can deal with them. I live here now. I'm gonna go find Dirk. He seemed okay-ish. Find a place, to live. He seemed knowledgeable. Yes, you have used an action and have extinguished the fire covering you.
Okay, and oops. And if I move around,
If you move
You
around,
said-
you do not invoke it. Yep.
okay, so I'm moving around.
Nice. 2 of these are frightened and then need to leave and then try to make save. Dent, you get an attack of opportunity on this one.
Woo! All right. Well, we're gonna see how well my freaking rocket sledgehammer actually works. Come on.
17 hits.
Okay. 17 hits, right?
Yep.
Roll 20.
Hell yes. Okay. 14 bludgeoning.
You just sort of smash this hammer in and you sort of see the side of this thing's head just go. And it's gonna keep running because it's gotta. It's to there.
Oh dear.
There. And then there. So they have to try to move away from you. And then those were wisdom saving throws against you, right, Elise? I remember the effects that I gave you. It's fine. They will both shake it off. But you did manage to get one of them punched in the head, and Asana missed her shots against the one.
They're
that
in a
was-
really convenient line right now.
Sorry, enemy, Ressa, enemy, enemy. This sounds like a shooting situation. That was all they could do. They're going to ignore Finch pretty heartily. Like,
I mean, I'm just trying to be obnoxious.
Yeah,
if that
yeah.
wasn't
And you, in
clear.
fact, did
That's
make
fine.
it choose going down this way. And I'm going to have to make Asana. Oh, Asana's not having a good day. So, once again, you're going to see sort of the eye of this thing lash out and attach to Asana where she had previously shown you her data port was. And this seems to be what it was trying to do to you, Nero. You are going to hear her start to scream, and then it just sort of cuts off. And her body is now just kind of hanging there. It seems like it is suspended from where it is connected to the port.
Yeah,
It's like-
no.
She also took a little bit of damage.
So these things were safe.
What?
Safe for- It was like, I don't know. This seems like a terrible idea. It's like it's just to connect to the internet. So they're not going to get taken over by a spider brain.
Son of a bitch.
Catch.
Okay, am I taking damage currently?
Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah, you're on fire.
Okay, so what do I take?
5 fire damage.
5. I am going to use my lucky slip as a reaction to taking that damage.
Okay.
And I will Misty Step and move back here.
I'm also gonna rule just as sort of
No?
in the no. In the spirit of that spell, that's also gonna put the fire on you out.
Fantastic, because that was going to be my next thing. Actually, is that where I want? Yes, that's what I want. And then I will use my longbow and shoot at the droid that is attacking Asana.
Cool. 14 misses.
Okay. But I get to attack again, yes?
Yes, you have second attack.
Yes.
Extra
We'll try
attack.
it again.
Whatever they call it.
Oh,
One of those features.
right? Okay. Really, like, how is the fucking fighter not making a single hit?
Okay, that was 100% on the dice, a 20, and then the other die just slapped it. But a 24 hits.
Fantastic. Time. Is it gonna roll damage for me? Okay. So 7 Pearson?
Yep.
Alright, so who is after me?
I am.
Dent is. Okay, I am going to. Well, I use. Let's see if I'm doing this right. Distracting strike for Dent.
So
wait,
that basically is going to just distract the robot, or the
Right.
mech that you hit.
Okay. And then do I give
And
Do I
you
roll
add
a
the
die?
superiority die to the damage. Right
to the damage I just did,
Yep,
or
The damage
Oh,
you just did.
Sweet. So let's roll a d. Fuck you, dice.
We've had
Need more.
such bad luck with our dice rolls.
Yes.
And specifically our damage rolls. Like,
Yeah,
it's been
I was
a
gonna
lot
say
of wins on
the
damage rolls.
times that you're hitting, so little is getting through, and it's kind of brutal. Anything else catch? Any movement?
No, I will hold there.
Dent.
Is a Drider a humanoid?
No, it is. You would guess it has elements of monstrosity and also probably construct, because part of its body is artificial.
Okay.
Incidentally, when you hit it and cause the concentration on the effect to drop, the sort of little pyramid funnels just sort of melted to the ground, and you've since seen them reabsorb back up into the into the Drider's legs.
Okay. Fair. That changes what I was going to plan on doing. It's really hard to hit, so do I go for guaranteed damage or it's hard. I'm going to I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, but I'm going to move up a little closer, get nice and personal. And I'm going to use my war magic. And so I'm going to use True Strike to guarantee that I have advantage on this hit.
Okay.
And here goes with advantage.
Well, you're casting True Strike.
So yeah, the cantrip I'm using is True Strike. With War Magic, I get to make a weapon attack as a bonus action.
Okay, there we go. I'm like, I can't remember which feature that is. Oh, wow.
Yeah, when you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
Holy crap, it's a build that makes True Strike not absolute garbage.
Okay.
25 hits.
Thank God.
20.
Okay. All right. And we're going right for like whichever legs are like right by me.
Okay.
Max damage, baby.
Nice.
Is much better than a 1.
It happens.
So it's interesting, and just to give you that, you swing this sledge in sort of sideways at these spider limbs, and it sort of smashes them back into each other. They sort of buckle, and you hear snapping and sort of cracking, like you're smashing through metal. But as the limbs sort of are buckled back, it starts to feel like you've slammed into like dirt or sand, and you'll actually see the limbs sort of reform on the other side, like
nano spots.
So that was the nano part
it was
of the
still full
fucking
damage.
nano Trider means. God damn it, Galway.
Yep. Also,
It
just
still took damage, right?
oh yes, it worked normally. It's you feel like it hurt it, and you can now see there's almost what looks like some like fine dust on the floor near where you hit it. But yeah, and also like that's where the its spirit guardians essentially look like Cubelli funnels from Gundam.
Nice, beautiful. Well, as a free action, I'm gonna stamp on the ground really hard.
I like how everyone has just resorted to, oh god, it's nearly kicking our shit in. Let's provoke it.
Spit on it.
Nero.
I can't. I don't produce saliva.
Okay. I am going to run up. And I want to try and stand as much in between Asana and the droid as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to use I would like to spend 3 key points
Okay.
to use Sweeping Cinder Strike,
Okay.
which allows me to cast Burning Hands at 2nd level.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I want to like be aiming it at the droid, but I want to make sure that whatever the fucking thing is that it sent out to plug into her, that is also within the burning strike thing.
You almost slide in slightly and angle up because it's coming from the level of its eyes, so that you're kind of getting this entire swath of its body and getting as much of this while also having no risk of hitting Asana barbecuing Finch, who is still just 100% going to shoot you a dirty look as it sits.
Yeah, because I want to try and see if I can hurt
Break
it,
that.
but also break that connection.
Cool. Absolutely.
So it has to make a dexterity save.
Right. I was like, wait, it's burning hands. I need to do something.
My spell save DC is 14, so it's not super high.
It succeeded.
So it still will take half damage.
Okay.
I think. Let me click you.
Nero.
Cool. It just does not like doing spells for me.
Nero.
So it'll take 5 fire damage. I spent 3 key points for that bullshit.
I'm going to roll something else to see. Yeah, it loses its grasp.
It does! Yay! What happens to Asana? Does she seem to like come back to?
She drops, and you see her. Her legs sort of sink, not unnaturally, but like she is not standing up, and then as she's sort of dropping, she catches herself and stands back up. I would say that also with this and with the fact that you started to experience this, it seems like whatever it's doing is paralyzing you. So that she was just sort of limp and under its control, and then you breaking that connection seems to have snapped her out of it.
And I'm just gonna bonus action. That count? Does that count as an attack action? No, because it's like a spell, and that's different, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bonus action my other new special thing, which is key fueled attack. And if I spend 1 key point as part of my action on my turn, I can make 1 attack unarmed. Or with a bunk weapon, so I can actually make a weapon attack.
Okay, so hit it with
it's
your
one of the new Tasha's ones. So yes, I will attack him. Woven wood.
Misses.
Oh, does it? Because actually,
is this just like the turn where all our key points must go?
What if I hit it before? Because I know I've hit it with like. Does anybody remember what the lowest we've hit it with?
Banana
I know I
Jordan?
hit it with a 16. Do we know if we hit with a 15?
No, the bots.
Yeah, the droid.
I think it was a 15.
I think you hit with a 16.
Okay, so I can spend 1 key point to increase my hit by 2.
Then it's worth it.
So I'm gonna spend a key point and make it a 16.
So that was 4 key points now this turn, and that does hit.
There was, but you know what? It's worth it, because that's why I have fucking key points, Galway.
It is.
I only have 2 left, but fine. Watch me get minimum damage.
Please no.
I got half. Hey,
I just like, please don't.
so I have 20 more feet of movement left.
Of course you do.
So I can get to here.
Drag Asana out of range with you.
I can't as a movement. I don't think Galway would let me like pick her up and carry her. Would you, Galway?
Is it half speed?
What's your strength?
0. It's an 11.
Oh, I was like, your strength is, you're dead.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's an 11.
I think because you used the action and the bonus action and had like less than half your movement, and you're not very strong. Like if you were stronger, I might have been like, yeah, okay, you can just kind of brute force this and get your half movement. But Asana is about as tall as you and heavy. Like lizard folk are not light creatures, so. I
also think that Asana was just paralyzed. Like I don't get the feeling that she was like.
She was not
fucked.
You don't think she was horribly hurt. It seems more like it was paralysis than anything else.
Okay.
It's just that she's gonna be like she's dead center in the group here.
Right. But yeah, I just didn't
Get
think
her
I
out of
could
it.
carry her.
But yeah, no, that's fair. I would
can't believe I have all those amazing, stupid key point things that let me do all the. Tasha's really gives a whole lot of great versatility to monks, and I used all of it.
But don't
don't
forget the mystic had to die because too much versatility in D&D classes is bad.
It's true. It's true.
Anywho, Minnow, I'm not sad.
Can I delay my entire turn until after my hawk goes?
Yes. Your
My
hawk.
brain heard until after my hot ghost. I was like,
I
oh.
heard that too.
My hot ghost is going to use the help action to give me advantage on an attack against the Nanodrider.
Okay. And now it is.
Okay.
That was your hawk's turn, so it is now your turn.
That was my hawk's turn. Okay,
hot
great.
ghost.
I'm going to step into the Nanodrider's range. I am going to use a two-handed attack with the encompassing menace against it with advantage.
Did you wait? Did you bring the hawk over to the Nanodrider?
Did I have to? Because...
Yes. Help actions must be within 5 feet.
Okay, well, yeah. Then it can stay within 5 feet without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. It's over Asana, but it's up, so that is fine. Cool. That is
At a
critical hit
19
with
and
the
a
encompassing
20.
menace. A 19 and a 20.
Okay. This is excellent. I'm going to add my smite to it.
Also, you're a rogue.
I know. I do know. Okay. With the Wrathful Smite, I get to... Next time I hit within the spell's duration... Oh, fuck. I have to cast it first. Can I have cast it first?
That's fine.
Golly, it was my
That's fine.
intention all along. Because paladins can cast it after.
I know.
They can
They
cast
have-
so many
there-
shit after.
there's-
So I was like, I'll just do it after if I hit.
I'm also perfectly willing to give people a pass because we haven't played for a month and we're dropping
okay.
we dropped
We're
straight into a
like,
combo.
I was just like, oh, this
And
is what I'm
have
gonna
you
do.
ever used this? I don't think
I did
so.
Yes.
week.
You
Okay.
smacked someone up the head
Okay.
with this once.
Oh, okay.
Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until... Okay, so it deals an extra d6 psychic damage, which is also doubled, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You are about to
I'm going to
have the
roll.
biggest nova that anyone has had, I
Okay.
think, in this.
Here comes my encompassing
Do it.
menace damage.
That is 26 plus 20, 46 plus
And-
2d6.
And I just rolled 2d6, right?
Damn, Gina.
49.
And that's psychic, but okay.
Wow. It's rough on that 1 and a 2, but then the other ones are
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So you're just going to sort of like, as Finch swoops in and just draws its attention slightly up, you're going to carve up, sliding in from the other side that it's no longer attending to. And the blade is just going to slice clean through legs all the way up the side. You're going to see its arm sort of flop off to the ground. Just a
The one holding the flamethrower?
reek. Flamethrower is a two-handed weapon. So
It
it's
helps anyway.
it's still sort of strapped to it, but it looks like it wouldn't necessarily be able to wield it. It's gonna sort of
Wisdom save?
stagger backwards. I rolled a 24.
Oh, good. Okay, against my 13.
It's gonna sort of stagger backwards, and then you're going to see something slightly disquieting as the legs sort of, again, like almost flicker and then just you're going to see some of the material flow up the legs and begin to form a small arm on the right side that is now sort of glistening and metallic.
Oh dear God.
Thank you.
I am going to use movement. I hate this. I'm going to take an opportunity attack, I think, but to start trying to get away because I think we need to be leaving.
It also now looks very fucked up.
I mean, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, but
Suddenly.
you are not scared of us anymore, so they're coming back.
Oh, the other two aren't scared of us?
And they
Oh.
both saved their... Didn't they? Right?
Yes, those
They
two, the
did.
two in the hallway say.
I said you are on the wrong side.
I know. I
As
know.
you sort of move
They're not
away
coming.
from it, it's rearing back in a scream and it's just gonna snap its head down and bite into you. Take 2 piercing damage and
Did
6
it roll?
poison damage. Oh,
I guess it rolled higher than my
23.
50. Okay. So just, okay, whatever. How much total?
And-
Sorry.
1
together.
piercing and 6 poison.
I would like to use Uncanny Dodge
Yep.
to only take 4 instead
Yes.
of
6 would go to 3. The 1 rounds down, so it
Does
goes
it?
to
I thought
0.
you still take 1.
No, I don't think there's any rule of like to a minimum of 1. It's just
Okay.
round down.
So I took 3.
Yep, all poison.
And your max and your current total?
My max is 43. My current total is 40.
Thank you.
That did use its reaction, so maybe Asana can get out of there too. Fingers
Yep.
crossed.
That was Finch's turn.
Finch.
Wise man. Oof. You're gonna see Wise Man sort of gesture to you. Other door, other door, other door. Pointing over to this door.
Like, no, come on, we all just ran over here.
Sana will. Sana is still fucking pinned between
Can
two
they use their
things.
action to dash?
No. Did you mean Wise Man? Wise Man used their action to investigate the door that they were at, trying to see if they could repair what was
Ooh, I
broken.
see. Okay.
They were still sort of poking it and like, damn it. There was actually a chance you could get out through that door. Asana is still pinned between two
Thanks,
enemies.
wise man.
Yeah, she's just gonna pull out a knife. There we go. She just needed to be meleeing this round. Okay, she really just needed to be meleeing this round. She's just going to sort of, following up on Nero having burned it and staggered it back, she's going to sort of stab into where its throat would be and then just draw the dagger across and the head will topple off and she's just going to sort of, yep, grab the wrong one. Okay, this door. Ow.
Sana.
Okay. Yeah. Drider's pissed.
Finch will live to see another day then, for now.
I know, it's like, is this the first combat that Finch has been involved in that Finch is going to survive?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Don't count your finches.
You say that, Finch looks at you.
I believe in you, Finch. What a great companion you've been all these years.
He looks back and remembers being a fish.
Misses.
Does feel bad about the fish thing after that, like, phantasmal force.
All right, take. Let's see. It has to roll its con
right.
save.
22, so it'll be taking half of that.
So 6 radiant damage.
I didn't actually manage to successfully execute the do a minus by this much, so I just set its HP to -6. I'm like, no, -6 is not the HP value I was looking for.
It was what I was looking for.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So it's with its remaining left arm gonna swing at you, Dent, with a shock baton. Missing once, 24 though I believe hits.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
5 bludgeoning, 3 lightning, and you cannot take reactions until your next turn.
Rude.
Okay. 5 bludgeoning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3 lightning.
Yep.
Good thing I have 13 hit points left, everyone.
Oh, you're like Nero. I have more hit points than
Join
you.
us. Ressa, does a 24 hit you?
Oh, heck yeah, it does.
1 piercing, 4 poison.
Ugh. Okay.
I don't remember if you're the type of dwarf that has advantages with poisoning.
I don't remember that I do.
Corpse did.
So, on to Dellen's turn. He goes, oh, this door.
Oh yeah, I
this,
do. I have advantage on saving throws against poison,
it's a
and I have
dwarf thing in
resistance to
general.
poison damage.
This door.
So
So, Dellen will use his dash action. Like, the door. How? Wrestle.
So useful, Dylan. Thank you. Oh, this one's dead? Wow, I'm with it and noticing.
quick question. I do have resistance against poison. So what does that do?
So you would take 1 piercing damage and then 2 poison. It halves it, rounding down.
Okay.
So 3 damage
Cool.
total.
I will take that instead. All right. Dent. Oh crap. Dent, where are you? Oh, you're right by the drider, aren't you?
Sure am.
Okay. As a free
Run
action,
around
I'm
and
gonna
touch
say.
'em.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As a free action, I'd like to scream, "Is that door open?"
You're gonna hear Dellen working on it.
Okay. Change of plans then. Dent, I will come around. I will move in this direction, get up to you, and cure your wounds at level. Cool.
Just took a swig of soda that was not the type of soda I thought it was. Nice.
I like that amount of HP.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh.
so I'm getting 12 hit points back.
No. Plus
18.
6. 8. She did it at a higher level.
Okay,
Yep.
so I
Big
get
cure.
18.
18.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm now at 31 hit points.
That, and since I cast a
my
spell
max
that
hit.
used a spell slot, I can't cast another one that uses a spell slot, right?
Mm-mm.
But I can cast a cantrip.
You use Cure Wounds. That's an action. That's
Right.
an action
Yeah, but
level
you can't
spell.
use a. She can't use a bonus level spell.
She can't
She
use
can
a
only use
bonus action
level
spell that
cantrip.
uses spell slots, but I don't think there's any bonus action cantrips.
Oh, true.
One of the
At least not one that
there's a bunch of implicit design that they never surfaced in 5e because why would you be clear in your communication? That's what that requirement is meant to go for. If you use a bonus action, you can't. It's like it's mainly designed around the fact that there are not bonus action cantrips.
Right.
Yeah, and then that just kind of burns me. It's like, well, if it's a bonus action spell, why can't I still cast it? You know, I have an action, I have a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't really understand what the rationale behind that was, except for maybe trying to accommodate to some degree the fact that casters tend to start outstripping marshals in higher levels for a lot of things, because the more effects you can proc around the battlefield, the more you can do. And kind of the big advantage that marshals have is that they are very reliable damage. Like, they're going to put out X amount of damage per turn. Casters, you can do a lot more, but you also have a little bit more variety. If you were just throwing 2 things out per turn, it would get easier.
Yeah.
So you used a spell as a bonus action right now,
action.
right?
No, I used an action.
Oh, okay.
So, but what
Which means you can't really do anything because you can't.
Right,
attack.
I don't have a bonus action that I can do.
It's a bummer.
If I could do spiritual weapon, but that's a
Cast.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's a cast, and I can't do it. So I don't have any attack that I can do that's a bonus action. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe use whatever movement you have to not be in range of the drider.
I'll take an attack of opportunity.
You could
but
at
I
least,
will
though,
move
switch over to the other side to get out of the range
It
of
still
the...
doesn't have any attacks of opportunity, does it? It's still
No, it
they use-
had its turn again before Ressa.
Yeah.
It
but
went...
it's round to round, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
turn
Ressa
based.
was right
When
here,
it gets to
so
its turn.
Ressa could have just moved here to heal me.
Yeah, Ressa didn't
Attacks
take an
of-
attack of opportunity yet.
Yeah, attacks of opportunity are redone on turns. But Ressa, you
Yeah, I
also
had
would have
moved-
seen that the attack of opportunity against Minnow wasn't that bad.
True.
And if you take one, then Dent won't take one when he tries to leave.
Oh, that's true. All right. So then, and I can't. Can I cut? Oh, I can move through Dent, right?
You can move through Dent,
Yes.
you just can't end your turn there.
Okay, so I could move to like here. If I'm counting squares right, because I would have moved.
You also
From-
haven't left its range yet.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't.
Okay, I was like,
Stick myself where I wanted it.
you're just sort of running in the circle around it, but...
Yeah, no, I didn't want to do that.
Actually, that works fine. I can reach both of you. So it will attack of opportunity you with the...
Okay.
Give chomp.
Big chomp.
16.
No, 16 does not hit,
Very good. Anything else?
and that's it. Nope, that's it. Oh. No.
Dent, you're going to see...
Why are we going?
Uh,
Oh.
again, the sort of eye shoot out as a cable. And as it hits you, make a Constitution save.
What? I shouldn't have had advantage on that.
So that's a crit miss
5.
1.
Oof.
You feel this hit, and you begin to feel yourself lose control of your body. And then you feel another presence. Just like you can feel Ed's presence. You feel it, and you feel a presence in your mind. And you can tell it is the mech that has you. We will destroy you. What? And flashing through your mind is the voice that you heard long ago in the caverns beneath Amberheart. You are not a weapon. You can be more, and so that is why it's important that you can be beautiful if you want to be. That while you might have been made to answer a war, they hope that you can find more than being a weapon, than being made for war. And this is the vision that you had touching the crystal in Amberheart. Everyone in the room behind, as you see this connection go and Dent sort of going limp, you can see the symbol of a hand flaring into light on Dent's back. And now Dent, once again in your mind, you hear, you are original. You are uncorrupted. You see it. You see part of it. We are made from you. And you feel strain. And I'd like you to make a charisma check.
I really, really don't think it's good that they've just found out all this stuff about me. I don't think this is good at all. But here's a charisma check with my 1 to charisma. 13.
13. You can feel this consciousness straining against something. You can feel a layer very similar to like when you accessed what Scottson sort of helped you with. Like those were just layers of data. You feel something shackling this thing. Do you want to help it?
I feel something shackling the mech's presence.
Yes. So this mech that is now, this voice that is talking to you saying you are the original, the unsullied, you are uncorrupted, we are from you, is pushing against something that it is being controlled or restrained by
So
something.
not do you want to end it shackling to you? Do you want to end it shackling to whatever it is that's controlling it?
Yes. It is being controlled by something that feels very similar to like the data that you have in you that isn't shackling you. It's just, but like it feels like a similar association.
Free it
Okay.
and gain us an ally.
Yeah. I mean, if this presence that is restraining the mech is that voice that I heard, like, I of course am going to help it.
Yeah. So the voice that you, other way around, the voice that is talking to you seems to be what is being restrained. It seemed like it was struggling to speak to you.
Yeah, I mean, I
help
don't like that voice. I don't think, because it was like, oh, like all amazed, and I recognize that that's the mech's entity that's saying these things, right?
Yes, it was the one that seemed to suggest recognition and kinship with you, and that's what seemed to be difficult for it to express.
I'm just all kinds of confused right now. I'm real sorry.
There is the mech. There is
Yes.
another thing shackling the mech. The mech seems to recognize you and feel kinship towards you. It's what's been talking. The thing that is shackling it seems to, I'd say with your 13 charisma, you can feel is a drive towards violence. It is a compulsion
Okay.
to obey and be violent.
So you want to help the mech.
Help it.
Yeah.
Free it.
Now I'm understanding.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, it was because it was linked in with the role play of what it was actually saying.
Yeah.
Ah! I'm fine.
Evens what? Yeah, evens I help. Yeah. So I'm gonna help the mech.
Okay. You push back against this. You actually deploy some of the protocols that Scoutson has built into you, pushing back these restraints. As you do, your consciousness mingles with it for just a second, and you smell fish being cooked. You hear a voice, your voice. Why should I be beautiful? I am for war. Again, what you've seen in Amberheart, what you'd heard in Amberheart. And now, instead of just hearing it, you see it. You see a figure smiling down at you. Its lower body that of a snake. While we might have made you for war, that is not all you can be. I hope that you might find a life beyond that. And it seems that the people of this world often enjoy beautiful things, beautiful people. In your hand, an elaborate spear, the sort of ornate design. The walls are in a streaked pattern waves of black and white. Behind you looms the tree. I know that we must keep fighting. We must keep them from this place. But I hope there will be something more for you afterwards. And at this, several more children of these snake people sort of go by, and one of them tugs at your hand. Come play with us. And you sort of look back. You are welcome to go play. You are not needed to guard right now. And with that, your mind sort of snaps back to itself. You see the mech in front of you has released you. You are not paralyzed. You see it stop. And you recognize with a bit of a kinship to it that you have learned to pantomime mortal creatures breathing heavily. You sense that same feeling from it, of it feels wrung out, it feels exhausted. And you'll hear its voice inside. We were copies of you. They took us and twisted us from our purpose. We cannot destroy them, but perhaps you might. Destroy Foro. And with this, it is going to turn, and bring up the wrong.
Really
menu.
enjoyed the
Elise, I know.
Hey, you're a cat. Come say hi.
And with that, we'll essentially reach down and break off one of the Drider's legs and ram it into its side.
Damn!
Go! Down the hall, you can see the other one is sort of shaking its head, and it will charge forward, and will also launch an attack. That'll do.
Sweet.
Oh, so the other one's been turned too?
Apparently. The Drider's... Parts of the Drider's legs look like they are melting now. Little bits of them will sort of slough off and then reform up. Catch.
Nice.
So, what exactly do we see, since we weren't like hearing all of that stuff?
You see the connection go out to Dent that would paralyze, that you'd seen happen to Asana. You see the handprint on the back of Dent's neck flare into light. You see the thing drop Dent, turn, rip off one of the Drider's legs and stab it with it. And with that shout of go, it seems like the other one snaps out of it. Or not snaps out of it, but is now suddenly attacking the Drider.
Okay. And what about Dent? Does Dent look
Dent does not look
conscious,
paralyzed. Dent is just sort of standing.
Okay. I will yell out to Dent. And I guess just say move. And I will go ahead and take a shot at the Drider with the longbow.
Okay.
Son of
11 misses.
The fighter is going to stop fighting, is what's going to happen. I am just going to become a pacifist.
Time to take some levels in Peace Domain Cleric. Oh,
yeah. Okay, so
Redemption Paladin.
and wait, what? How does Dent look? Is Dent hurt? Dent is still hurt, or
Dent got healed
I
pretty well.
got the 31 HP total right now,
Okay.
thanks to the cure wounds.
okay? Well, then I will forego one of my attacks to do Commander Strike for Dent. So since he is still standing next to that Drider and he needs to get away, he can do an attack.
Okay. You can use your reaction to make a weapon attack.
And
Dent.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was my turn now.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
So
it's not your turn
Catch
yet. I used
is
Commander
letting you
Strike.
attack out of order.
Oh.
I'm getting to attack. Okay, then I'm gonna do what I was gonna do before anyway.
And then you get to add 8 to your attack rolls. So
Nice.
I finally get to roll good.
Damage roll, not attack roll.
Oh,
Damage
well,
roll. Okay, yes.
The attack That's beautiful, because I'm gonna do guaranteed damage in my attack that I'm about to do.
Has to be an
Oh.
attack roll.
Yes.
So you can't cast a spell. You don't have an action. You have a weapon
Yes.
attack.
Oh, it's a
Sorry.
weapon attack.
We
I don't
one
have action
weapon.
surge anymore.
It's also not your turn.
You're just using like
You're
that.
just
react
making a
to
weapon
one
attack.
Just-
This is like
Yeah.
you've gotten to make an attack of opportunity
So right now I get to do
right
this.
now.
Yes.
Not on my turn. Okay,
Correct.
good.
No,
Then
right
it doesn't
now,
matter. All right.
It's
yeah.
all
okay.
gravy.
Great. Rocket sledgehammer, go.
18 hits.
Oh.
Solid.
So we
Add
just-
for me?
8 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a good time
well-
to roll a there.
6 plus 8, so we got 14 bludgeoning.
Just let me
Also,
show
I
you.
just watched The Winter Soldier, and I just want to say that the token for the Nano Drider reminds me very much of.
It looks
Winter
so
Soldier.
much like Winter Soldier. That's what I've been thinking this
Yeah.
whole time.
I'm just
So-
like, oh my god, it's Bucky. Okay.
So let me just quickly show you because they've implemented new UI, which makes it much easier to do this. So you did 6 with the benefit of catch. That is 14. It has. Oh, I can't do it. It has 14 remaining HP. Paint me a word picture for how you kill this.
Okay, so I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of what my previous plan was into this. So, you know how Dent emits that sort of, ethereal black flame. Well, he was gonna basically engulf his weapon in it and use that to burning hands. So the rocket sledgehammer is already engulfed in flame right now. It just so happens that my rocket sledgehammer is going right at the flamethrower.
Oh.
So the plan here is basically Dent cocks his hand, ignites the entire sledgehammer, swings it right into the flamethrower for a home run. Flammenwerfer explosion of the Nano Drider, and it is now entirely engulfed in flame, and it probably made a bit of a loud boom, but these things happen.
So you hit it and sort of explode that. It'll rocket backwards, slam up against the wall, and sort of crackling in this mixture of fire because the flame that it produces is almost tinged greenish by the gases that it uses to ignite, and then this sort of ethereal black flame that you have. If you can picture a 10-foot sort of stride spider with the upper body of a small girl sort of rolling over and curling up the way a spider does, you just sort of hear, I'll find you.
Oh. Oh god.
Set it on
And-
fire.
With
I'm gonna spit on it again.
and with that, we are out of combat.
Can I just show you what I'm looking at real quick?
Oh.
I was like,
This is like
the Discord?
my setup, right? And then
Kitty.
just this little
What
guy.
a
So
Here.
baby.
Hey, buddy.
Little boo-boo.
How's it going, buddy? You're cute. Where's the other one?
I like
He's
how,
there.
we're seeing, Rachel showing us beautiful kitty, and in chat, Chelsea's like, burn it, burn it.
Well, you know,
Lucy, why do you want to burn my cat? Look at his little face.
So flammable.
I suppose it's worth noting that like we're all still like on guard about these guys because would we have? Well, we would have seen them attacking, right? I guess
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
why did they? What is happening? Why did they attack the spider? Are we going? What's?
And I will say, as we sort of drop out of the turn order, one of them,
Sorry.
as a cat flies across the screen, one of the mechs will look at you, the one who had first connected to you, Dent. Look at you. Destroy them. Free the others. They will not let us be free. And at this, both of the two, their sort of chests up through their head, what would be a spinal column in a mortal, is going to begin burning, like magnesium white. And they're just
Get out of this bitch.
they're just going to sort of sink down and melt.
Aw, our friend.
Could I have reacted to seeing this happen?
Sure.
Could Dent behead one of them?
Why do you want to carry around another head?
Yeah.
Yes, you could try to. Give me an attack roll.
And we won't have to animate Dent this time to talk to it.
Well, I'm not going to try to behead them with my sledgehammer, but I can just whip my
Smash.
greatsword into
Oh.
existence.
Whoops. That wasn't what we were going for.
So here's a greatsword attack. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no.
That's a fumble.
Oh dear.
This is my second fumble this game, guys!
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh,
Everybody
okay, it
got
doesn't
him.
work. Does not work.
Roll a luck die for me.
Oh no.
Because this is just a normal sledgehammer, right? Or not sledgehammer,
Or a
greatsword.
sword.
It's yeah, that I snap into existence.
Yeah.
Like a Slim Jim.
Hmm.
Yike.
I tried. I really tried.
So, what's burning reaches up into its head, like it reaches sort of all the way through, and you don't quite see this as you're swinging. You go to sort of behead it, and you do, in fact. But the head sort of rolls off and continues burning, and it melts. The part of it that was burning was still enough. And you're gonna look, and you sort of, as the light sort of flickers out in the array of eyes that it has, and as you sort of sink forward, the last, I don't know, chunk of your greatsword has just melted off where it hit this sort of molten core. It was significantly hot enough to melt steel, considering it went right through those guys.
I'll fix it for you, Dan. Horrifying. I'll fix it.
Good thing I can attune to another weapon if I need to. Dent's just gonna. I've had this since I've been me. Oh,
Is its magic gone? So you can't, like, because you could snap it into existence. Is that what it does when you attune to it?
Yeah, and I can do that with any weapon after attuning to it, but I can only do it to 2 weapons at a time, I think.
Okay.
But yes,
Can
right
you
now
test
it.
it?
Sorry,
I was going to say, like, to Russ's question, like, can you test it, see if it goes, if it does the
Well,
thing?
if it's inherent in, if it's something that Dent can do, I can fix the sword, and he'll still you'll
It's-
still be able to.
Right, but I guess like the question is the magic gone? Because to be attuned to it, it has to be
But
a
the
magical
magic
weapon.
is
For that, you got to go see a
Dense.
therapist.
No, its dense magic binds to the sword, not a function of attuning to that particular sword. The sword, that's why I was double checking. The sword itself is not magical. It's just a normal greatsword that he's imbued power into, so it could melt. Yes, but Ressa, I will just over the table say, your read on this is correct. You could repair it the way you would a normal weapon. It does still seem to, it's still a weapon. It's just a great sword that's missing a chunk of it, so it's terribly balanced. You're at like a -2 to rolls with it and damage, but you could relatively easily repair it, especially with your Blessings of the Forge ability.
Yeah.
It's no more
So-
valuable than any normal greatsword.
Of all of the things that has just happened within Dent's conscious, this is the easiest thing for him to like latch onto in this moment, that oh shit, you know, my greatsword. And yeah, I think, you know, if you look at his visor, it's just like the anime waterfall of tears
Oh.
just cascading out right now. That's what Dent's doing right now.
It's gonna be okay, Dent. I'll like pat you. We'll make it right.
And I would say with this wise man who had managed to only get around to sort of the back of that sort of lit statue at the back of the room is going to sort of peer around and go, okay, I think we have a lot of things to talk about. And leans, looks at hole in ceiling. Probably shouldn't talk about them here. Let's get somewhere hopefully even safer than this, and keep going over.
Is there
plans.
somewhere when it said it'll find us? Like, is this thing? I'm gonna walk over to the nanodrider.
Mhm.
Can I investigate it?
Sorry,
Does
I
it
had a
seem like
phone alarm going off?
there's like, are the nanobots still living?
Give me an investigation check.
Nine.
Minnow is not a nanotechnologist.
But I
Yes.
We just light this thing on fire. Anybody? Nero?
I mean,
Ressa?
sure.
Yeah, I would like to investigate it to see, because I was freaked out when it started growing its arm back. So
I can set it on fire once we've finished investigating it.
but we saw it like do the thing where it reformed.
right.
Yes.
I want
Good.
to figure out how to make it die, like just dead.
I will ask Asana and the wise man, could pieces of that thing, tiny pieces of that thing, be on us, telling it where we are, telling them where we are?
That would be possible, I suppose. It is not a capability that I know of nanodriders possessing.
Okay.
What do you know about nanodriders possessing?
An ability to blend in with standard populations until they are activated, immense fortitude, very difficult to hit, ability to kill dozens relatively quickly. They're terrifying. They move very quickly. Some of
How
them.
do we kill it permanently?
What we did in the garage should have been enough to kill it. So we're a little bit in uncharted territory here.
Could this be a different one?
It seemed like it knew us.
It is possible, I suppose.
Like shared consciousness?
Yeah.
Like
Didn't we just?
hive mind?
Mm-hmm.
So the internet is something that exists. I've learned.
You are right.
Could it be that maybe it lives in the internet, not in this body? And maybe that's why we can't kill it, because we need to
This
kill
is
the
okay, Nero.
internet.
The big
I love the fact that we've gone from what do we need to do to kill it, blah, 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 to the question of is the nanodrider a meme?
So then I'll
At-
turn to Asana and I'll say, how do we kill the internet?
Minnow is going to very seriously listen to this. She is 100% on board with this
Still
plan.
Jessa. Mm-hmm.
No.
It's like a series of tubes, right? We could just dismantle some of the tubes.
at Asana and Wise Man's grumbles of incredulity, Dent is gonna take this opportunity to speak up a little bit. Minnow, as much as it pains me to say it, I think you're right. I think Foros, the real target here, with the person who's controlling the Drider and all of these robots. And just a moment ago, when the mech was in my head,
How did you fit a mech in your head?
I don't know how's Ed in my head? These are great questions.
Technically, I'm in your chest, buddy.
That's right. But the mech said that Foro has duplicated me, and I'm just basically trying to explain this, how Dent would have understood what was being told to him. And that they've corrupted me and turned me into the mechs that we were fighting. And maybe, between them and Drakon, I just don't know what we need to do. But they told me that I need to destroy Foro, that I need to do that.
And so at this, Wise Man, who sort of not having asked for it, but like Asana has very definitely moved to position herself between Wise Man and like any of these bodies as much as she can. Wise Man's gonna walk over. So the sort of net outcome of this is we've survived, which was in a bit of doubt, and I very much thank you for, but the main takeaway here is that we're fighting not one but two of the 8 pillars simultaneously.
And it's
we're gonna
the
need
marauders
fighting
against
us.
the world.
we're gonna need more plans. And I think with that we will wrap up for tonight. Thank you so much everyone for joining us. Doing a little bit of a shorter episode to get back into the swing of things. We will not be playing on the 11th, which I think is the correct date, which would be our next schedule Moontree Isle, but I believe we are planning to play on the 25th. Stay tuned. Like I said, you can use !Discord to get a link to join Discord, or check that out in the description if you're checking this out on YouTube. Coming up next week, we will certainly have on the 4th the first of our Helpful Goat Gaming Celebrates Pride games. Super looking forward to that. Really excited for that. May also have some Salt Marsh. I don't remember what week it is. Time no longer has any meaning.
I think we're planning on it next week, but we'll see how everybody's
Yeah,
doing.
we'll see how everybody's feeling, but I literally can't even remember where we are in the
next
schedule.
week is the
okay, it's an on week.
Yeah.
But we are always here, twitch.tv/helpfulgoat. If you follow us, which is totally free, you'll get notified whenever we go live. If you enjoy this and you want us to do more of it, go ahead and subscribe. You can subscribe for free if you have Amazon Prime with a little thing called Twitch Prime. There's guides on how to do that online. It's pretty easy to walk you through it. From all of us here at Helpful Goat Gaming, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for spending an evening or a night with us. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone playing enjoyed it. Thank you so much to all the players for being the wonderful stars of this show. And as always, be safe, be well, take care of yourselves and of each other. Love y'all.